Hello and welcome back to another installment of Pokefodder where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. In today's video, I'm going to give you tips and tricks for the May 2021 Jurassic World Alive Stat Boost Tournament. This weekend's tournament is going to start on Friday, May 21st at 10 a.m. Eastern, and it will run through May 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Up for grabs is the first prize of 400 attack boosts, 400 HP boosts, and 200 speed boosts. And because this is a skilled tournament, all creatures will be set to level 26 with no boosts applied. Feel free to use any rare or any common creatures you have unlocked. And because this is a skill tournament, everybody's on even ground, getting off to a good start is paramount. Probably your two best lead options are going to be Spinosaurus and the marsupial lion. With a speed of 122, Spinosaurus is one of the faster creatures that I'm going to recommend in this video. Combine that with a 1000 base attack damage, a lethal wound that is going to bleed out 34% of your opponent's max HP, and no escape, and right off the bat, you could have your opponent looking for help. Another strong option for a lead is the marsupial lion. With a base speed of 117, a base attack of 1000, marsupial lion is going to combine a 50% counterattack with a prowl move, which is going to dodge and increase your crit chance. No matter what your opponent leads with, marsupial lion should put you in a good position where if you don't take an early 1-0 lead, you should be really well set up to get a revenge kill. Now, if you're not fortunate enough to draw either of these two creatures onto your team, you can look to Sukotator to fill in the void. Sukotator is one of just 7 hybrids available in this tournament. With a base speed of 116 and a base attack of 1300, it is going to be one of the more damage-inducing creatures on the list. Where you will really benefit from Sukotator as a lead is its versatile kit. Between having a bleed move, a nullification move, and a superiority strike move, no matter what your opponent throws at you, you should have an option to counter it. Now that you know which creatures to lead with, let's talk about how to close out a match. And for the end of game, I have 2 options that are going to really help set you up for success. Andrewsarchus and Titanoboa Gen 2. Now these are 2 wildly different creatures, but depending on what your team composition is, both of them can equally help shut the door on your opponent trying to make a comeback. Despite being a fierce creature, Andrewsarchus has one of the highest base speeds of 125 combined with a huge attack of 1400. With the ability of no escape and 100% resistance to speed decrease, Andrew is going to provide you the power and the speed to close out a match. Titanoboa, on the other hand, is going to be a little more of a finesse closer. The speed is decent at 115, the attack is nothing special at 1000, but 2 precise attacks and the ability to shield is going to set you up really well. Additionally, if your opponent tries to escape out of a bad matchup, Titanoboa will activate On Escape Dust Cloud, which is going to increase its damage by 50% for 2 turns and make you invincible for 1 turn. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you 2 creatures that could either open or they can close because they are just that versatile. The first one is going to be the counterattacker Perlith. Now the speed is pretty slow at a base of 105 and the attack is nothing special with a base of 1000. But Perlith's ability to buff its own attack and then heal or shield while throwing in a rending counter and the no escape ability, and you're going to have your opponent locked into potentially a really bad situation. And kind of a wild card in this role of open or close, I'm going to throw in Compy Gen 2. The reason why Compy Gen 2 is going to be here is because we just haven't seen it yet. This is a new creature that came out with 2.7, but it has a really nice base speed of 129, second highest of every creature on this list. The attack is a little bit better than average at 1100, but it does have the ability to absorb, which means unless your opponent has a group attack, and I don't think many rare creatures have that, you're protected to how much damage you can sustain on any one attack. Additionally, you have the ability to recall some of your creatures after they've been knocked out. I could very well see a situation by the end of this tournament where Compy's Gen 2 is the MVP. So now that I've given you some ideas of what to open with and what to close with, you got to get from point A to point B because the ultimate goal here is to knock out 3 creatures. The next 3 creatures that I'm going to give you should help you bridge the gap from the open to the close so you can emerge victorious. The first of these utility creatures is going to be Ornithormimus. As the fastest creature with a base speed of 131, it is going to combine a massive base attack of 1600 with a turn 2 rampage and run that should be able to help you get out of most sticky situations. And if your team aligns up nicely, your rampage and run should lead you into one of the next 2 creatures. With a speed of 124 and a base attack of 1100, Draco Rex is going to do a 1x swap in damage that is also going to reduce the speed of your opponent's creature. A 1.5x attack to start off, followed by an instant charge, should put you in a really good spot to continue your progress towards victory. Or maybe you want to rampage and run into Nasuto Ceratops. Nasuto Ceratops is the definition of utility. The base speed of 109, the base attack of 1000 is all pretty average, but Nasuto does have a swap in stunning strike. It is going to deal 1000 damage and give you a 66% chance to stun your opponent. Really the only weakness to Nasuto is its moves. All of them are 1x damage, but the strength of this is that it has a slowing move. It has a distraction move, and it has a stun move. So no matter what type of opponent you're up against, you should have something that can counter it. So there you have it. I have given you 10 creatures that I think will define the meta for this weekend's tournament. It is now up to you to mix and match these creatures to find out the team chemistry that works with your play style the best. If I missed any creatures, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. If you found this information useful, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.